The Mandalorian theme song cannot be a show tune.
Yes, it can. I promise you. I promise you.
That's crazy.
Okay, stop. Listen, it starts off like da 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 da.
Right.
Da 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 da.
Right.
Da 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 da
Hey, hobo man, hey, dapper Dan, don't you stop another, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Hello, my babies. Hello, my darlings. And hello, my ragtime gals. Welcome back to Podzilla. It's a digital discourse of pop culture, movies, TV shows, video games, all of the above. I am your co-host on this journey through lights and magic, and my name is David.
And my name is...
Yes.
It was such an intro. And my name is David.
And my name is David.
And my name is Braden.
We're so happy you're joining us here. What episode are we on now? 10?
9.
Nine.
Next week is 10. I want to be in
next week is
double
10.
digits so bad.
Once you're in double digits, you're in double digits for a long time before you get to the triple digits. And then you're in the triple digits for even longer than that.
We'll never make it out of the triple digits.
Never say never.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. So,
never say never.
Yeah,
man,
that was a fun little thing.
That was a fun little thing. We had a little musical break. If you're watching this, we're a little bit brighter these days. We've added some lights to the studio. We're getting serious about things around here.
We just got to buckle up. At first it was fun. Now it's just business. Except for it's not business. It's still just for fun.
I have an idea for a shirt.
Really?
Yes.
Is it Ragtime Gals Podzilla's?
No.
Podzilla's Ragtime Gal?
No.
Just make them for our wives?
Here's my idea for a shirt. Have you seen, like, at Target, they sell shirts with the Friends logo on them?
Oh, God.
I want that exact shirt, but underneath, I want it to have the Friends logo, but then underneath it says, "Isn't that good of a show?" So it just says, "Friends, isn't that good of a show, Podzilla." That'd be a pretty good merch shirt.
I would buy 3.
Or Friends, isn't that good?
I love it.
Or Friends is overrated. Something like that. Like something in that vein. And then like real small underneath is just the Podzilla logo.
I feel like we would sell none of the shirts.
I'd wear it.
I'd wear it too.
Somebody buy it.
I think maybe 3 other people would buy it.
Let's talk about some movies.
Yeah.
A lot of trailers dropped this week. We had the Mulan trailer, Black Widow. We had No Time to Die, which is the new 007 movie.
Yeah, man.
We had a new Cats trailer drop that we unfortunately had to sit through.
Honestly, I'm excited to talk about all these trailers.
Which one do you want to talk about first? Let's talk about some trailers.
I want to talk about Mulan because
I'll say this about the Mulan trailer is we just watched it together.
Yeah.
We both didn't watch it for the same reasons, and it was because we just weren't that interested.
Right.
And if I can say one thing about this trailer if I can say one thing about this movie after having watched this trailer, it's that I'm like pumped for this movie.
Yep.
This was a great trailer.
It got me so pumped.
And there's a moment when you're watching the trailer where like the music is like big and there's these huge like symphony sounds, and you start to kind of like, we were watching it and I jokingly started singing the song from Mulan, who is that girl I see staring straight. And so I started singing that as a joke, and it kind of made you chuckle. And then at one point, the music picks up, and it is that song. And I started singing along to it. Like,
I got chills, man.
And I was singing it to Braden. I was singing it to Braden, and Braden goes, "Oh!" And he just has chills on his arms.
I did. I couldn't fake it.
That might have been the first and last time ever my voice will give you chills.
I like raised my arm, and I could see the chill bumps. I'm like, I'm not faking this. I can't fake chill bumps.
I can't fake this. That was a real emotion, but It's awesome. The trailer, the music for the trailer, they scored the "Who Is That Girl I See," the song from the old cartoon. They scored it into this huge like adventure symphony, bro. I'm into this movie.
It got me.
This movie doesn't. I think the thing that I like about this is that we've gotten a lot of live action remakes of Disney properties.
Many, and they're not stopping.
And they're not stopping. But what I like about this is that they're not trying to recreate the cartoon.
They're really not.
Which I think could have been a big part of the failures of Beauty and the Beast or even Aladdin. Is that they're trying to be the cartoon.
Yeah, you say failures, but none of them. Made less
failed,
than $1 billion.
It was like the one thing that everybody hated about it, but the one thing that everybody hated about the movies, it seemed, was that it was like they were trying to be the cartoon too much.
Right, and there's no point in remaking a movie, live action or otherwise, if you're not going to do anything new.
Right. We should talk about. I think a good thing that we should talk about that we've talked about in the past is what cartoon properties from the 90s and early 2000s should be remade as live action.
Yeah, I actually want to touch on that just briefly right after we talk about this trailer, and who knows, I might forget. So if you're listening and I never touch on it again, don't worry, I didn't cut it out. I just forgot to talk about it. So at first I wasn't excited because there are aspects that I thought that they should like remake into this live action movie. Like some of the songs are so iconic.
You wanted
and
Mushu
great.
back,
but yeah, I like Mushu.
They offered Eddie Murphy the role of Mushu, and he turned it down, and so there's no Mushu.
I mean, that makes sense, but also I think that they really lean into this dramatic retelling of it, and I think it's also very cool to see like the Asian culture. Like this isn't something that we've ever seen before. Like the Mulan movie, the animated movie, it was like cartoon and kind of goofy.
But it was Americanized.
Right. But this, like, I'm a white man and I felt empowered by it.
Right.
Like it was inspiring.
Yeah.
So like I can see the direction behind it and like I'm very much behind it now. Maybe it was just you singing to me that sold the movie. Maybe I'll see it in the movie theater in a couple weeks and I'm like, it was okay. But as of right now, I'm so stoked on this movie.
It actually looks really good.
It does. Whenever that guy is like launched up and he's running up a vertical wall, that was
and the camera
cool.
rotates with him.
Oh my gosh, this movie it got me excited.
It looks like a great drama, a great action movie that you almost have to take it for what it is. Like it's not a remake of the cartoon as much as it is a retelling of the story itself.
Right. So, which I think is great because we talked about it in the very first episode of Podzilla, where I said The Lion King was good. It was everything you love from The Lion King, just without all of the heart.
Right.
The live action remake.
Right.
And this looks like it has a lot of heart, which is kind of refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me to see, like directorial wise and acting wise, like you can tell this is an important product. Maybe not to Disney, but definitely to the people who made this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see it. No Mushu or not. Like I'm
Lucky Cricket.
I'm so excited.
I would love to see the scene where the woman has the ink on her hand and she does the does the mustache.
Fa Mulan.
Fa Mulan.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
I would love to see that.
Genuinely, I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks fun. It doesn't look fun and funny, but it looks like it will be captivating to watch and like an enjoyable ride.
I'm interested. I will go see this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the animated movie that I was going to bring back up is, did you ever see Balto?
Yes.
So Balto, I'm not explaining it to you, but to the viewers who may not have seen it, Balto is an animated cartoon. It's not Disney. I think it was straight to VHS release. I'm not quite sure. But it's about a wolf who becomes a sled dog to get medicine for like a sick town, and apparently it's a true story. But Disney Plus has a movie coming out called Togo with Willem Dafoe. And it's about a husky puppy who wasn't going to be a sled dog because his owner never thought he would ever be a good sled dog and blah, blah, blah. And he like gave him to 2 different owners and he broke out and ran back home, and it's kind of sweet. But then the town like is hit by an epidemic. Wait, hang on. Hold up. Let's say this word together, guys.
The town is cursed by an epidemic.
There we go. An epidemic. Wow. We made it through it together, guys. The town is hit by an epidemic and they need medicine. They need penicillin. They need blah, 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 blah. And then it's this story of, like, I think the sled dog driver, the human, gets injured, and then Togo actually gets the medicine and then takes it back home all without, which is the same thing as Balto. And I used to love Balto, so then it was very cool to see this Togo trailer.
Yeah, here's a little fun fact for you.
Hit me.
Little Podzilla fun fact is that the original Balto from 1995 told the same story as Togo. It was the same serum run.
Okay.
But Togo was the lead sled dog on the journey, and Balto finished the last quarter of the journey. So he made it there, but Togo
so
started.
they're the same story?
So they're the same story, Balto and Togo. Yeah. Isn't that kind of cool?
See, I'm a part of Podzilla, and I love Podzilla.
So this is the
fun
untold
facts.
true story of Togo, who was the lead sled dog in the journey of the serum run.
You're telling me that Balto, the character that I grew up with and loved,
yes,
is a phony, and he doesn't deserve all the credit?
He deserves credit,
okay.
But Togo was the lead sled dog. Balto, I don't know if Togo didn't make it in the end, but Balto finished out the serum run because it was in the middle of this huge winter, right? This crazy winter. So I don't know if maybe Togo doesn't make it.
I gotta rewatch. But what if Togo is in Balto?
Balto might be in Togo.
What if Balto is in Togo?
I know. That's kind of cool.
What if the doggo Togo is in Balto, but Balto is in Togo,
what if
bro?
Togo has Balto, and then Balto also has Togo, but you didn't know Togo was in Balto until you watched Togo?
Bro.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's the same serum run that Balto was a part of. I'm looking at this picture, man. Willem Dafoe, he's just always a villain.
He is, and so
he's just scary looking.
They never released. So I'm looking at the Balto voice cast just to make sure that Togo wasn't in the movie.
Was he?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
But Kevin Bacon was the voice of Balto.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, totally forgot what you said. Let's throw it back to you to re-ask me that question.
What was my question?
Well, I guess we're moving on to the next trailer.
Let's move on to the next trailer. No, I was just saying Willem Dafoe is scary looking.
That's right.
That's all. If he was sitting in this room right there, and he just wasn't saying anything, think about how horrifying that would be.
I would stop podcasting. I would hang it up for life.
Yeah, I'd hang it up.
But yeah,
man.
So Disney Plus actually posted a picture on Instagram of Willem Dafoe standing behind this dog Togo, and they released the poster of the movie before they released the movie trailer. So I was genuinely interested because, Willem Dafoe is normally a bad guy. The last thing I've seen him in was The Lighthouse. And The Lighthouse was incredible, and you should definitely go see it, and blah, blah, blah. But Willem Dafoe was very menacing and crazy in that movie, and all the other movies, it's been psychological, and everything that Willem Dafoe has really ever been in, if he's not a villain, he's a psychological, he's messed up in his mind, you know? At least everything I've seen him in. But so then they released this poster. I'm like, what in the world? Why is he in a Disney Plus movie? And then I saw the trailer.
That's crazy.
It's pretty intense.
Here's a question.
Okay.
So the 1925 serum run in Alaska was called The Great Race of Mercy.
Yeah.
Why isn't that the movie title? Because that's a great movie title. Great Race of Mercy?
So, yeah, that's really awesome.
Why is it Togo? You know why?
Why?
Balto. Because Balto's called Balto.
Balto's
they got to call
just a
Togo Togo.
hungry guy now. Do you respect Balto a little less now, or do you respect him more for finishing?
I respect him because it says here Balto, the lead. I'll give my works cited to Wikipedia. Balto, the lead sled dog on the final stretch to Nome, became the most famous canine celebrity of that era after Rin Tin Tin, and his statue is a popular tourist attraction in both New York City's Central Park and downtown Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow.
But he wasn't the lead sled dog. The lead sled dog was Togo.
This has all been an incredible experience for me to learn about this.
But there's not much else we can talk about with this as a movie until the movie comes out, and until, honestly, we just rewatch Balto on Disney Plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it on Disney Plus?
It's on Netflix. I don't think it's a Disney movie.
Okay.
So if it's not a Disney movie, and I don't know if...
Yet.
That's true.
Everything's going to be a Disney movie eventually.
You're right. I'm not sure if they'll have Balto in this movie because Togo wasn't in Balto's movie, so maybe it's a clap back.
Maybe it's like,
Togo
listen,
finishes.
kid,
He starts and finishes.
Listen,
it.
kid, like I started the game. I started.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you finished the game. You get all the glory, but I
Right.
started it.
Yeah.
I took off on that run.
Yeah, man.
I was the lead.
How great would that be?
Shouts out to Togo. Let's
Shout
talk
out
about.
to Togo.
Let's talk
Togo's
about.
my boy. Togo is better than Friends.
Togo is better than Friends. That's canon on this podcast.
That is the
It is
official
official statement. The official statement of Podzilla. Togo, not the movie, the animal himself from 1925, from the Great Run of Mercy. Togo is better than the show series Friends
What if on the it
with
says
Choss and Randler and all the other guys.
Choss? We don't even respect you enough to say all of your
Choss
names.
and Randler and and Ronica and Machel and Phoebe
Oh my God. And Phoebe. We like Phoebe.
and GB and Foey.
So what if our shirt is Friends is not a good show, and on the back it's just a portrait of Togo, or the movie poster of Togo? I think we've got it. Our marketing is done. I have broken David.
I'm gonna throw up.
All right, we should move
Give
on.
us a comment. Comment if you would buy that shirt. Or just Friends is no Togo, and then a picture
Friends
of
is
Togo.
no Togo, bro.
No Togo, bro. Let's talk about No Time to Die.
Oh man, I don't even want to anymore. Yeah,
Let's talk about the
do it.
new James Bond movie. It's
Yeah.
the last Daniel Craig James Bond movie. I love the trailer. I'm a sucker for James Bond movies.
Me too.
From Pierce Brosnan all the way to Sean Connery to the new movies. I love them all.
Yeah. The cool thing about the James Bond series is they can be some of your favorite movies to watch because they're good movies, or they could be your favorite guilty pleasure movies because some are so dumb.
So absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but none of them are, because I've seen them all, and none of them are just so bad they're unwatchable.
Right.
The bad ones are badly funny. Like
Yeah.
That
They're
works.
corny.
Yeah, they're corny, and they're always
it's fun.
It's always a fun watch.
Right.
But this one just looks awesome.
This one looks so intense, and it looks like a great ending. I think the one hang up for me isn't even from a movie standpoint. It's from I know Daniel Craig didn't want to make this movie.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like he's very outspoken about hating playing James Bond. He feels like he's too
Very
old.
yeah.
He didn't want to be James Bond in the last James Bond movie.
Right.
Much less in No Time to Die. He's just contractually obligated to play James Bond one more time.
Yeah.
The bummer to me is that, like, do you want to support a movie where the lead in the movie who's making millions of dollars doesn't even support the movie he's in? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a weird catch-22 where it's like, I want to watch that movie because it looks awesome.
Yeah.
But there's this other part of me that's like, I don't want to watch that movie because that guy isn't thankful
Yeah.
that he gets to be one of the most iconic action heroes of all time. Top 5 most iconic action heroes of all time.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. But also,
It's not
so
gonna.
good.
It's
and
not.
I'm so excited.
I know. It's not gonna keep me from watching the movie.
Right.
I'm just saying that like in the back of my head, it's just like, man, I wish somebody was in, and that's why I'm excited about the future of the James Bond franchise, because my hope is that whoever gets cast next for James Bond is just stoked about it.
Right.
Like approaches James Bond the way that Robert Downey Jr. approached Tony Stark. You know, where it's
Absolutely.
like, I'm gonna do this until it's just time for me to not do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
I get
ride.
that. I get that. I
But-
think the only reason he came back for this movie is because
Money.
Yeah. No, you're right. I
Yeah.
was going to say Spectre wasn't good.
Spectre wasn't terrible, but I could see why he wouldn't want to end on Spectre.
Spectre was not good. It wasn't terrible. You're right.
It's a 6.8 on IMDb.
And I think that's every point earned.
I'd give it a 6.5.
Yep. Yeah, so Spectre wasn't great, but here's Daniel Craig is going to go down in history as probably up until this point
Best James Bond.
Yeah, the most iconic and best James Bond.
Absolutely.
He knocked it out of the park and wait, hang on. Let's say that one more time. Everybody together. He knocked it out of the park.
And Knives Out.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
And The
he
Force
did.
Awakens.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
We got to call it back to Star Wars for all our Star Wars friends out there.
Yeah, man. Oh, wow. And that makes me think all the new cameos we're going to get.
I know.
Back to James Bond.
Back to James Bond.
He knocked it out of the park in Casino Royale, the best James Bond movie. And then Quantum of Solace following it up. Wasn't that good? But then Skyfall. Bro, Skyfall's so good.
Skyfall is a masterpiece.
Do you want to take a break from the podcast and listen to the Adele song Skyfall?
Yeah, let's do that real quick. I'll hit you with just like a little taste of it.
Yeah.
Not like the whole kit and caboodle, just like a little
Make me want to watch this movie.
a little
even more.
morsel. You know what I'm saying? There it is. That's all you get.
Yeah. Man. Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl. Hello, Dapper Dan. You're a man, and
Yeah, that's it right here. I'll sing it. Hey, Hobo Dan. Hey, Dapper Dan.
Hold your breath and count to 10.
That's a great song,
It
man.
is, and it's a great movie. So, for the success of No Time to Die, should Adele come back? Yes.
Should she?
Yes.
You know what James Bond song I really like is that Jack White one.
That one goes really equally as hard.
Equally as hard.
In a movie that's not
Jack
nearly as
White
good.
Adele duet. I want that.
No Time to Die.
You know who I think should do it? Jack Black.
Jack Black. Hey, Jack Black and Jack White recently recorded a song together. They haven't released it as of yet. What if it's this song?
What if it's this song right here?
What if it's
Jack
the
Black
song?
or Jack White already has the in with James Bond.
He does.
Jack Black already has all the finesse.
He does, and he can sing it beautifully.
Oh man.
Wow.
That's what, and
Should
then
we even-
Adele can just do harmonies on it if she'd like.
She just
She
plays
can be a part.
piano.
It's fine,
That's
Adele.
it.
You can be part if you want to be a part, Adele.
Hey, come play in the sandbox.
Come play in the sandbox. It's cool.
Should we actually talk about the trailer? Or should
Yes, let's talk about the trailer.
I don't remember anything about it. It was just awesome.
The trailer's awesome. Rami Malek looks great.
Oh my goodness.
It
Yes.
looks like a great closing. It looks like it's gonna be here's my fear with it. Is it
Yeah.
looks like it's gonna be a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Because the trailer's a lot of talking. I don't want it to be a 2.5 hour long movie where an hour of it is just the bad guy talking.
Yeah. The thing is, it kind of...
Like I would rather watch Daniel Craig brood around.
He's very broody.
Right.
He looks like a potato. He's got such a tight suit on, but he looks so great.
He looks so
I
great.
wonder if that's why he hates being James Bond, is because his suit is 2 sizes too small, but he still looks great.
He can't help it.
No.
He can't help but look good.
In Knives Out, he wears like a baggy flannel, like knit
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
And he looks comfortable.
Which is a disaster because the man was born to wear a nice fitted
was.
suit.
Hey,
Daniel Craig.
When he gets tailored, the guy like puts all the pins in his suit to make it tight, and then whenever he leaves, he takes it in another inch on each
Yeah.
side,
He's like,
just to be like, pop that button.
I know what the people want.
We want to see every outline of your back hair.
We want to see you, Daniel Craig, in all your glory.
Yeah.
The movie looks great.
It does. He looks great.
Bond. So this movie picks up where Bond has left active
he's
service.
gone.
He's not 007 anymore. He's just a man. But obviously, like every action hero, you got to get called back. You got to come back. And
Yeah.
he's not quite, in fighting shape,
Right.
but
It's probably all the drinking
probably all the drinking.
and the
'cause-
women.
Well, it's just one woman, right? He's fallen in love.
Wow.
We learned that.
Good for him. Oh, we totally
He's
did.
kind of settled down
Yeah.
a little bit with, what's her name?
I'm not sure, but she for sure betrays him, and she leaves him, I guess. And he's,
Because, of course.
I mean, yeah,
It's a James Bond
He's
movie.
James Bond. Look, you can't wear that tight of a suit, look good, and get a long-term girlfriend.
Come on.
What do you want it all?
You want it all? You can't
Save-
have your cake and eat it too.
Look, save some for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Because what my
Not
Taylor
us,
does,
because we're married, but you know.
Good point.
You know what we mean.
Save some for the rest of America /
Yeah.
Britain / the rest of the world. Look, my Taylor, I've got a beautiful wife, and my tailor, whenever he alters my suit, makes it all tight, makes me look good, and then he takes it out like 2 inches on each side just to make me still look bad.
Yeah. You know who deserves a girlfriend in this movie? Q. I bet he won't get one. Ben Winshaw's character.
You know what? Q does the most.
Q does the most, never gets the girl.
You know how many times James Bond would have died without Q? So, in all 25 movies. Hey, Q, get the girl in this movie. Q,
I met this woman. I'm not going to pursue her. I think you might like her. I think you could maybe strike up a nice conversation.
Absolutely.
Maybe take her to an art gallery. Maybe show her the art. Maybe talk about your inventions. Use your mind, Q. I'm not going to do it just because I'm a studly, muscly man.
Anyways, here's this loose-fitting suit because you can't have boobs.
You can't have everything. Here's this loose-fitting suit. It fit me tight, but my muscles stretched it out. You can have it now. Let's talk about a different trailer.
Yeah, because we're not going to talk about this one.
Let's talk about the Cats trailer.
Oh, move. No,
man, Cats. I love Broadway. Mm-hmm. I love musicals.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love music, and I'm man enough to admit it. I love Broadway musicals.
Yeah,
I like Cats. It's not my favorite, but I like it. I think it's fun. I remember vividly the live VHS from when I was a little kid. I didn't have the live VHS. Yeah. What I had was Stomp live. Do you remember Stomp?
No. I don't know what Stomp is.
Stomp was like a Broadway show where they had like brooms and they made beats and stuff.
Oh, sure.
They made like a VHS movie. But at the beginning of the VHS movie, there was a trailer for Cats.
Oh, boy.
And that's all I remember of Cats really from my childhood is the one cat with the big coat singing Memory all alone in the moonlight. So that's all I remember from Cats.
Wow.
Anyway.
What a great story.
I see a lot of people hating on the way the cats look in this movie.
Yeah.
But they look like they do in the show pretty much.
I mean, you're probably right.
They look more animated, which I could see why that would be, a stumbling block for someone.
It's creepy.
It's creepy. They look creepy.
I'm one of those people, to be honest. I know that you like the musical. I've never seen it. It was funny. I was walking by Sydney. I can't remember where we were walking. We were walking into a restaurant maybe, and I started singing Memories All Alone in the Moonlight. And then she was like, "You sing Cats?" And I was like, "That's from Cats?
Is that Cats?
I did not know.
Cats sing that?
Wow. Congrats, guys.
News to me.
Yeah. So I had no clue.
Cats.
Yeah.
Concatulations.
Congrats. No. Concatulations.
Congratulations.
Anyways, it's the character design and it's the size of the props and how they're all oversized. That's very cool. All the sets look great. All the props look great, but it's just their faces. And then, like, Idris Elba looks so cool in this movie because he's got the big fur coat. He's got the fedora on. He looks cool. But then in another scene, he's not wearing the coat or the hat.
And he's just a naked cat. He doesn't look cool. He doesn't even look like Idris Elba anymore.
Yeah, I want to close my eyes.
He doesn't look like Black Superman.
No. Yeah. Hobson, you love that movie so much.
Call back.
Anyways, he looks creepy. Also, did you notice that Jason Derulo doesn't...
All he does is yell.
I
want to know what his audition looked like. Because they sat him down. They must have sat him down in front of a camera and been like, "All right, Jason, go ahead." He's just like, "Yeah! Okay!
Hired!
Yeah!"
Wait a second.
Like, could you do that one more? Yeah! Jason Derulo, you are hired,
Can you do that a little differently?
Could you do... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Jason Derulo, you're such a talented man. You don't even have to sing anything for us. We've heard your music. We just wanted to know if you could say yeah. All he does in the trailer is go, "Oh, yeah."
Which makes me wonder why they didn't get Soulja Boy or somebody. But here's my prediction with the movie Cats. I don't think Jason Derulo is going to say a regular line. He's going to yell it or he's going to whisper it while snapping. And that's it. He's going to whisper
like
it
a jet.
And then he's going to yell. That's my prediction.
Cats, I think I'll see it. Is it coming out
I'm
like
gonna see it too.
Christmas Day
or something? It comes out
something?
the day that Star Wars comes out.
Oh, that's a disaster. That was a bad idea.
Bad.
Think about the the diehard theater kids who are
Yeah.
going to see Cats, and they show up and they're like, "I'm so glad Cats is getting the recognition it deserves." Like they just see the lines,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Man, I'm so glad Cats is getting," and they don't realize that like everyone's in line to
They
see
don't
Star
notice
Wars.
all the Jedi robes and
Right.
lightsabers.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a bad call.
Terrible. Hey, there's 52 weeks out of the year. Pick another one.
I'm saying like you want to release it on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
They released Les Mis on Christmas Day. That's a good. I feel like Cats is a good Christmas Day movie.
Sure.
You know, like,
Yeah.
hey, we've opened our presents, we've ate a bunch of food, we watched the parades.
Right.
Hey, let's go see a movie tonight. It's Christmas. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
What's playing? What's new? We already saw Star Wars 4 times. If you're in our families,
Yep.
let's go see Cats. Why not?
Yeah,
can see a nice musical.
The thing is, like, I'm going to see this movie. I'm kind of excited to see it. I want to see if it's as creepy as it seems, or if you settle into it.
Right.
Because I'm not writing it out because it looks creepy. Maybe I
Right.
can settle into it.
Another reason that I think I might be writing it out is because I probably percentage wise, I'm not a huge fan of the casting. Like I'm not a huge fan of Rebel Wilson. Like I think she's funny,
yeah.
but I think that her whole shtick is
It's
just
played
her
out.
thing.
Yeah, it was played out.
And then,
She plays the same character in every movie.
and I'm not like, and I'm not hating on her, but you know, I'm just not. That doesn't attract me as a viewer.
Correct,
Taylor
yeah.
Swift doesn't do any interest for me.
Right.
James Corden doesn't do any interest for me.
James Corden almost turns me off to the movie.
And it's only been in the last couple like months really. I've just been like, James Corden, I don't know.
Yeah,
He doesn't. He's not fun to me for some reason.
Sometimes I watch his talk show clips off of YouTube.
Right.
And they're funny. I think he deserves his talk show.
I think he fits so well into his talk show role, but in a movie, it's just like
I've not ever seen a movie where I'm like, wow, James Corden.
I'm so glad James was in this
killed
movie.
it. The best movie he's ever been in is Begin Again with Keira Knightley,
Yeah,
Mark
and he
Ruffalo.
takes very much a back seat.
Very
in the
much a
movie.
back
The
seat.
roommate. He's
Yeah.
kind of the musician roommate
He's
who's
fine.
good for nothing.
Yeah.
But funny.
He does not benefit that movie at all.
Right.
And yes, I like his talk show. Yes, he's a funny guy. He deserves success. But I don't like him in movies. I don't think he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
In the movie setting, he
Yeah.
should stay where he belongs. Like Jimmy Fallon is terrible in
And
movies.
he knows it.
And he knows it, so he has his talk show and
Right.
he's successful.
Absolutely.
He stays in his zone.
Sure.
But yeah, so
I'll see.
That's
I'll see Cats. I think it'll end up being like a 5 or 6 out of 10 for me.
We'll see. I've never
we'll
seen
see.
the movie or the show.
Yeah,
so.
but I don't think you'll have to. I think if you just take it for what it is,
Yeah.
and you don't judge it just based off of like, oh, they look weird because they're
Right.
human
I'm gonna
cats.
try my very best to settle in.
Yeah,
I'm
settle
gonna try.
into it, and I'm sure it'll be a fun experience.
I won't have a bad time.
No,
I won't have
You
a bad
can't have a
time.
bad time at the movies.
Last
With any
trailer.
movie. Last trailer. This is the biggie for us. Black Widow.
Black Widow.
This trailer got me so hyped. I
So,
watched
yeah.
it. I think I watched it 3 times like in a row just
Yeah.
because I really loved it.
Yeah.
My call on this one is that I think that Red Guardian, David Harbour's character,
Yeah.
is gonna steal this show.
He absolutely will.
The movie looks awesome.
He
Scarlett
does.
Johansson deserves this. I think
Absolutely.
after her career in the MCU, it's been time for a Black Widow solo film
Yep.
for a while. I'd say
Absolutely.
at the very least since Winter Soldier,
This should have taken place
around that period.
around that period, or this should have come out when this movie takes place, right after Civil War.
Right.
She's deserved her own movie.
Absolutely.
She's an intriguing enough character. But now is it too late? Because this movie can't have a sequel unless they bring her back, which they could.
Right.
But also,
and if it does have a sequel, the threshold is so thin, like the timeline is so
it's
small,
so small.
that there's not a lot of room to play in that timeline.
There's not. It makes me sad because this movie looks like a lot of fun.
It does. It
And-
looks like a fun action spy thriller.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a Bourne movie or
It
something.
does. So like a Bourne movie mixed with that classic Marvel wit and
Right.
humor, it could have been an easy, such like a solid trilogy. And also it could have made her death in Endgame
even more important, even more tragic.
Because we've seen her since Iron Man 2, which was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Right.
But imagine if we had her own series, which I know that she was a background character and they had to develop her into being like worthy of her own series. But this is so late. It is late.
It feels too late. So to take her and like pick up that ending and just be like, well, here's a movie about her.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then also in this movie, Tony Stark is confirmed he's going to be in it. So that's also
also something that we've said we don't want to see is we don't want Robert Downey Jr. like, let your last performance be your last performance.
Right.
Now, if he's coming back for a Black Widow movie, if it's played the right way, which I don't know if did you say he's confirmed or it's rumored?
Confirmed.
I don't know if it's like a throwback from an old movie, if he's actually filming new stuff for it, or if it's a hologram, or if it's like she sees something on a
phone
security
call,
tape or something
like that. The thing is, like, it's fan service we don't need in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think any Tony Stark fan service should happen.
It shouldn't happen
anymore.
I agree. But it definitely shouldn't happen in this movie because this movie looks solid enough to stand on its own two legs.
Right.
It doesn't need the rest of the Avengers holding it up. It looks solid. Like they're not going to put it in the trailers. They're not going to spoil that. They're not going to spoil his cameo. We don't need it.
Yeah, but I think they're thinking that when he comes up on the screen, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Robert Downey Jr." And it's like, I'm not gonna feel that way and be like, it just depends on how they use him.
Yeah.
But I more than anything, I don't like the idea of Robert Downey Jr. Going back on set and filming something as Tony Stark, because the biggest fan service moment, if you're going to bring Tony Stark back for the sake of fan service, it needs to be bigger than I'm Iron Man snap.
Impossible.
And that's impossible.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's impossible. That was the greatest ending, the greatest, like, he started the MCU with the line. He ended it with the line.
Yep.
Like, that was the greatest, that was fan service worked wholeheartedly. It worked, and we all cried.
It worked 10 years to make it to that fan service, and then that was it.
And that was it, and that was the end, and that was the end of the fireworks show. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like you see this huge, awesome fireworks show, and then 15 minutes later, there's just like a little pew, you know, and it's like,
it's one of the ones
that?
that don't explode. They go up and they go,
right, and it's like, well,
boo.
Well, somebody just put the wick out, you know, like it's not so. I think Black Widow looks awesome.
It does. The music's awesome.
The music is so good in this trailer.
Yeah.
It's so different. And I'm going to say it now. The music that's in this trailer is very different from, you know, like modern original scores for movies. And in the next 2 years, that's going to be all the scores for all the movies.
Yeah. This is the new...
Yeah, this is
Inception,
the new
like,
Hans Zimmer, like, big bass, you know, on the D, but like that engine sound.
Yeah. It reminded me of
I think that we'll see it in the Wonder Woman trailer.
Ooh, that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
If it's not already out by the time this drops. Yeah.
I think that Natasha Romanoff's character deserves it. I think that Scarlett Johansson deserves it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I'm calling now that Red Guardian, who David Harbour is playing, is going to be like the breakout role that everybody's going to, you know.
Maybe he'll get a spin-off show.
Yeah, I could see something like that getting like a spin-off Disney Plus movie.
Did you notice his Red Guardian outfit looks like the first Avenger Captain America outfit?
Right.
It looks awesome.
Because the Red Guardian is basically the Russian Captain America.
Right.
So who knows if maybe in the MCU, I guess we'll just have to see the movie, but if his suit was based on Captain America's, because when he became, you know, Red Guardian, timeline-wise, was when Captain America was still a popsicle, you know?
Yeah. Wow, cool.
So who knows if maybe he was trying to reignite, you know, that look of that original, you know, the first Avenger, like helmet look. I think it'll be cool. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird, but I think we should talk about it. Mm-hmm. Johnny Depp, it's been announced that Johnny Depp is producing a Michael Jackson biopic from the point of view of his sequined glove.
Yeah.
What?
It gets
Why? Who asked for this? Don't do it.
No.
I don't. Why is it? Why? I don't understand. From the perspective of his glove,
it gets a little weirder. You ready?
Tell me more.
Okay. So his glove is going to be the point of view character who's telling the story of Michael Jackson.
So, like, you never see Michael Jackson's face or anything? You just see his hand?
I'm sure you do. And apparently the glove is, like, self-aware, and it has its own personality.
Did Johnny Depp come up with this concept, or?
Sure. Let's say he did. He didn't.
Tell me more about this while I look some things up.
So the glove is evil.
Really?
The glove is evil, and the glove is a pedophile.
That's true. That's like the idea for the movie.
It is. So the glove, it's supposed to be like kind of like a mockumentary.
Oh, I hate this, man.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't really want to talk about it, but the glove is what is apparently
making Michael Jackson do the things that he was accused of doing.
Whether you believe it or not, after you, like, all the whatever, it doesn't matter what you think. In this movie that probably won't get made, probably shouldn't get made.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, is that Michael Jackson's glove is up for auction, and then it, like, flashes back to the glove's life, and it's Michael Jackson's glove. It brought him up in fame, but it also messed up his mind. It made him lose his mind.
So this is supposed to be a musical.
Yeah. So I'm picturing, like, picture Rocket Man, which is a musical about Elton John's life, like, fantasized.
So would this be like, would this be like an off-Broadway thing, or would this be a movie?
This is a movie. This is a movie, which baffles me.
Because it says here, a new report from The Hollywood Reporter has revealed details of the show's plot, which it says show, so I didn't know if maybe it was like
it could be a TV show.
A TV show.
I do know that they're adapting it to something.
The show's plot, which blames Jackson's abuse allegations on glove-shaped aliens that force Jackson to lure children to his home to feed the creatures.
Yep.
No. No. Bad thing.
Bad Hollywood.
Bad thing you're doing. Bad job, Hollywood.
Yeah, this is no good, man.
This is no good.
Whether you believe it.
Previous reports have identified Johnny Depp as a producer on the project. However, this is brand new, like fresh off the press. Depp's representatives have since debunked the rumor, confirming that Depp and his production company are in no way involved.
Good
Which
for
is
his
good for
production
two
company.
reasons. That would slander Johnny Depp's name, and two, Johnny Depp is out.
Yeah,
Johnny
gone.
Depp has not. He's yesterday's news right now. He hasn't done. If he's Johnny Depp, he's Johnny Depp playing a character in every movie.
Yeah,
like he's not the character. He's not Grindelwald. He's Johnny Depp playing Grindelwald.
You're right. He's not. He had a controversy, and then there was another controversy about that controversy. And now was set to produce this controversial.
And now he's
biopic.
He's out.
But I want to say, like, what if Johnny Depp was like, I want to make this movie, I want to produce it, I want to give funds. It seems like a funny idea. Mm-hmm. And then his agents and
his agent said,
were like,
no, Johnny, no, put the glove down. No.
What if he's got the glove?
Johnny's got the glove.
That's why
the movie should be called Johnny's Got the Glove.
Johnny's got the glove. He.
No, that's the second one. Johnny's got the glove. Johnny's got the glove 2.
He.
He.
Now available on Disney Plus.
That movie should never, ever, ever, never, ever, never be made ever in a million years.
It's terrible.
Terrible idea.
I felt bad talking about it.
Don't do that. Bad Hollywood. Oh boy.
Speaking of fanboys saying bad Hollywood.
Bad Hollywood. New Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about that?
Bad Hollywood.
The thing I think with the Planet of the Apes series, like the trilogy that we just had with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, all those movies, those were good movies.
They're great. For the Planet of the Apes movies?
For Planet of the Apes movies, they were different. They weren't remakes. They didn't have Marky Mark in them.
Good Hollywood.
They were good. Good Hollywood.
Hey.
And even I'll say this. Franco not coming back. Good Hollywood.
Good Hollywood.
It's a
We
good
should
call.
rate news or movies on good or bad Hollywood.
Good or bad Hollywood. This past trilogy that has been out in the last 10 years.
With Andy Serkis's.
Andy Serkis's Caesar.
Yeah.
Good Hollywood.
Good Hollywood.
Disney having Planet of the Apes and trying to make a new movie with the director of Maze Runner. Bad Hollywood. I think they need to give Planet of the Apes a break.
Absolutely.
However,
Okay.
I would like a ride at Disney World that's Planet of the Apes. That would be so scary.
That would be spooky.
It's spooky. Maybe in Epcot, like have a
Epcot
whole
needs
like
something.
Planet of the Apes like area.
Yeah.
That might be kind of cool.
It'd be Animal Planet.
It'd be Animal
No,
Planet. Well, that's
Kingdom. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Planet is a cable network.
Animal Kingdom doing a Planet of the Apes, but they have Pandora.
But they don't have Planet. Like, it's already set up for Planet of the Apes. It's already got bamboo and everything, like trees. It's already. So just like make one, maybe even make the ape like island where they're swinging on all the ropes. Make it Planet of the Apes and make it go like underground and like you can ride.
That would be fun.
Yeah, you go into.
Have
a
you
deep,
ridden the
dark
King
cave.
Kong ride at Islands of Adventure?
No, because the wait time was too long when I went. It looks awesome.
There's parts of it that aren't cool, but there's like some really cool parts of it.
Man,
Like you round a corner and there's just a giant gorilla in your face. I think one of my biggest fears is giant apes.
who's played by Andy Serkis because he
Or
plays King
Christopher
Kong.
Walken. Because Jungle
Yeah,
Book, I
that
think, have
was
I talked about this on the show?
No, talk about it.
When I watched the live action Jungle Book
Right.
on an airplane, and I had never seen it before. And the scene where, King Louie comes out and he's this huge orangutan. Is he an orangutan?
Yeah.
He's this huge, giant, like as big as this house orangutan. I was horrified. I've never been more scared. I've watched like scary horror movies.
Right.
That scared me more than anything else.
Try to jump off the plane.
And that was the thing is I was riddled with so much anxiety because this gorilla was scaring me and I couldn't I couldn't go anywhere. And even if I turned it off, I'm still just stuck with my thoughts. I can't distract myself. My phone's on airplane mode. My wife's asleep. I can't do anything.
Bad Hollywood. Bad Hollywood.
Could I get a ginger ale, please? Could I get some cookies? No, I think giant apes. I'm like horrified of giant apes. King Kong,
Yeah. It
like
gets you.
like more so than like heights, confined spaces, scary clowns, aliens, werewolves,
Scary alien clowns.
scary alien werewolf clowns.
Oof.
Nothing. Giant
Just
monkey, freaking get me out of here now. Now. I'm sweating just talking about it.
Didn't Friends have a monkey in it? What if
Friends?
it was big?
Ugh, friends, stop
Friends is
it.
constantly the worst. No,
Friends with your monkey.
that's funny.
No, yeah. Anyway, that was
It's just a bad
that was
idea,
sidebar.
right?
It's a bad idea. I think
It's played out.
I think Disney could do a good job with the franchise if they wait like 5 years.
Yeah,
At
another 5
least.
years.
Yeah, like 2025.
Yeah.
Like we'll be halfway through the 20s by the time that movie should come out, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
Because the trilogy was a great trilogy, and it was kind of dark, and it was kind of intense,
Humanizing
and it was
as well.
humanizing, and Disney's gonna try to achieve that, but still be family friendly.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be the same. So
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But since we were on the subject of talking about Disney World rides and just Disney World things in general,
Good segue.
Disney is working on. I saw this when we went to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Just a week ago. There's a new. Where the Chinese theater is.
Yeah.
It used to be the Great American Movie Ride, which
R.I.P.
I could talk about that ride because I loved
Me
that
too.
ride.
Me too.
That was the first. It was like a tradition. Every time I went to Hollywood Studios, that was the first ride I would
Same.
go on.
My dad and I would always ride it. I mean, it was run down. It was,
It was
time
run
for
down. It
renovations,
was
but
corny. They should have
axed it.
renovated it and put
axed
new
it.
movies in it. They should have put new movies in it. They should have
should.
updated it, made it more fun.
They should have.
made people come back to it, but instead they've gutted it, and now it's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or Railroad or
Yeah.
something. It's opening in March of 2020, in which my family, as of right now, we're planning on being back in March, so hopefully we'll get to ride it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I doubt the lines are going to be that long for it. So
Probably not. I think it's
but
cool. I mean,
what's interesting about it? Have you
Yeah.
seen any of the design work
I have.
for it? It's
like a train.
it's like a train, but the Mickey and Minnie is like the new animated cartoon Mickey
Right,
and Minnie,
yeah.
which I don't know if that's good or if that's bad.
I don't know.
You
I
know?
feel like more Mickey and Minnie in the parks is due.
Yeah.
Because
But do you want the classic Mickey and Minnie, or do you want this new weird like noodle arm Mickey and Minnie?
Well, the thing is, the classic Mickey and Minnie that are in the parks right now is almost the style of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Like,
Right. Yeah.
the classic Mickey is like long gone.
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
it's Steamboat Willie.
Right.
So I don't know.
So Mickey. So you're saying even Mickey and Minnie are due for a little bit of an upgrade to their look?
Maybe. I mean, I don't hate the new cartoons and everything that are on Disney Plus.
You just don't like the connotation of it, like the current Mickey and Minnie that you meet in the parks and everything tend to draw a crowd that's really only pigeonholed to like infants and toddlers.
Yeah, but then again, like if you and I went to the park,
yeah, I'd hug Mickey.
Yeah,
right now
I'm gonna go. I was gonna say we're gonna go to Galaxy's Edge.
Well,
but
I'll do that too, but
you're
I'll
gonna
hug
go
Mickey on the
straight
way.
to Mickey and hug his neck.
I'll hug him.
I might smooch him on the cheek or
I
something.
might smooch him on his cute little nose. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, prove me wrong. Absolutely. Never mind then.
No, yeah, we wouldn't stop and see Mickey.
Right. I mean, yeah, we're going to go straight. So it's catered towards the kids, and now the kids are probably growing up on this new noodle-armed Mickey and
Yeah,
Minnie. I mean,
yeah.
they're cute. They are cute.
They're
and I'm sure the
cute.
ride is going to
They're
be
cute.
adorable.
Goofy looks like he's dead in the eyes, but
Oh, man.
Goofy looks kind of scary to me. He looks like
made
he's
him-
pasty white. He's kind of scary looking.
Maybe
He looks like a grave digger.
Maybe he is like brought back from the dead because Pluto doesn't talk. So maybe Walt Disney did like mad
Goofy's
experiments.
reanimated.
Yeah, reanimated animation.
The new attraction will have dazzling visual effects and a lovable theme song. Surprising twists and turns as you and your family step through the
can't
movie
whistle.
screen and enter a world where mouse rules apply and anything can happen.
What are mouse rules?
Mouse rules?
Take what you want.
Mouse rules? We're only eating cheese.
Or-
Mouse rules? You can walk around this whole park with just pants on and no shirt on because that's how Mickey does it. Those are the mouse rules.
Those are the mouse rules.
Those are the mouse
Walk around
rules.
in just pants, nibble on some cheese.
Nibbling on some cheese. Have we ever seen Mickey eat cheese?
No.
I've never seen Mickey eat cheese.
Mm-mm.
Mouse rules? Hey, maybe you got a dog for a best friend. Maybe you got a dog for a pet. Those are the mouse rules.
Maybe they're related, but you don't care about bondage.
Yeah, you don't care. Maybe maybe that's his cousin that you've got sleeping in the backyard while Goofy goes camping with you.
Playing Scrabble.
While you and Goofy are sitting on the back porch playing Scrabble and sipping lemonade,
Yeah.
Goofy's cousin's in a doghouse with no clothes on.
just with a collar, like a spiked collar on, just sitting in the doghouse.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Oh,
so
man.
that'll
Makes
be a
me
fun
sad.
little ride. It makes me sad that that the Great American Movie Ride is no more.
Yeah, me too.
But all good things must come to an end, and it's healthy. It's healthy for Disney to continue to change rides
Yeah.
and make things new. You know,
They're quickly making Hollywood Studios into like a new Magic Kingdom.
Right.
Like it's got Galaxy's Edge, Andy's Toy Box, it's got the Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and now it's got this new Mickey and Minnie ride. So yeah, good for them.
But I mean, they're adding that huge Tron roller coaster to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. I think Tomorrowland's due for an update.
Tomorrowland
anyways.
is due for an update. They took out Stitch's Great Escape. We don't know what they're replacing it with yet. But even that ride, right? It was,
An
Alien Encounters,
yeah.
and then it was changed to Stitch's Great Escape, and now it's
Right.
being changed to something else. Everything needs
all rotation.
new
Yeah.
breath in it to keep people coming.
Yeah.
If you rode it 100 times, why do you want to come back?
Mountain, yeah, Space Mountain in Disneyland is it's something Star Wars. So it's got like projections of X-Wings and TIE Fighters and Star Destroyers, and it's cool. It's a fun
It's fun.
update. Yeah.
It's fun. And I mean, Tower of Terror in in
Yeah.
Hollywood, in Anaheim, is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Escape from the
It's
Collector.
Way more intense.
Yeah.
Way more intense.
I want to get on that thing.
It's very
I want to
cool.
hop on that ride. I haven't
Yeah.
been on it yet. I wonder how long it'll take before they change the one in Orlando. You think?
I don't know if they will.
I think they should.
I think they should too. They're having an Avengers campus built in one of the parks. I can't remember.
It's probably going to be Hollywood Studios,
Probably
man.
will be.
Hollywood Studios is about to be the hot spot.
Yep.
That's it.
Anyways, moving on. The Rise of Skywalker had some little controversial news. Not really. J.J. Abrams said that he is definitively, in the new movie, going to introduce another new force power.
What do you think it is?
So
If you were choosing a new force power for the Star Wars franchise, what would you choose?
quadruple backflip.
That's not already a thing?
Maybe double. Maybe. But quadruple?
Yoda?
He does do a lot of spins.
He does a lot of spins.
He does. We should count.
We should count.
We're going to count later.
We'll count. So we'll put quadruple backflip on the back
On
burner.
the back burner. Quadruple back to the back burner.
Yeah.
So in The Force Awakens, they did the Force Freeze, where Kylo Ren freezes the blaster bolt and Poe Dameron, and then mind reading, and then Force projections, and then Force link, whenever Kylo Ren and Rey are like touching
Yeah, talking
hands.
to each other in the water, like
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, so they've introduced all that. Let's see what
They've
could they
introduced so
do?
many new things. Even Leia being able to just fly through space.
Oh, yeah, Mary Poppins style.
Mary Poppins fly. That was kind of new.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams said it was, I'm going to read it so I don't get it wrong. It was very important. Oh, I already got it wrong. He says it was really important that we not just redo the things you've seen, but add new elements, which we know it will infuriate some people and thrill others. So I think that is a very healthy mind state for J.J. Abrams to be in, where, yes, I know that if we add something new, it's going to infuriate some of the old school, diehard OG trilogy fans, but also I want to see something new. Give me something that Star Wars can latch onto and take us into this new era. If you're ending this out, end this out where we can grow.
Yeah.
Grow from here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm nothing but excited to see what he does, unless it's something stupid, I guess. Which
yeah, but
he knows.
he knows. In JJ we trust on this one.
In JJ we trust. Absolutely.
I think JJ knows when we've seen enough of something.
Yeah.
And knows how to add something to a story that maybe is unnecessary. I don't know what the power, what the new Force ability will be. I'd be willing to bet that it's not something huge, though. That it's something very minimal but very impactful. Whether it be, just getting inside someone's mind and making them like controlling, like being able to use the Force to like get you to just stand up, or to get you to, you know what I'm saying?
I think
like
Kylo can do that because he can force freeze, and then he also like whenever.
But I'm saying like he could make you like slap your own face with your hand.
You just
know
want
what
a
I'm saying?
prankster Jedi.
Yeah.
What if Ray like
Force slaps.
freezes him, and then he's like,
He just uses the Force to make you pee your pants.
11 style.
Kylo, I'm going to call it Star Wars Episode 9. Kylo uses the Force to make... Who's going to do it? Kylo uses the
General
Force to
Hux.
make General Hux pee and poo her suit. I'm calling it right now.
He just starts sassing him again, and then
She starts... She starts... General Hux gets red-faced, blood-mad yelling in Kylo's face, and Kylo just
squeezes
and then
his
you just
little
hear
bladder.
and then he just you don't
you
even
think
hear,
he's choking,
you think he's choking, but then you just hear that's
and then
all.
he slips.
And then he just he sets Hux back down, and when Hux goes to walk away, he does one of those like Looney Tunes slips.
Man, congratulations on ruining Star Wars.
I did not. I did not.
Man. Yeah, I think a new Force
Ryan Johnson ruined
ability.
Star Wars.
He did not.
He didn't
Take
ruin
that
it.
back.
He didn't ruin it. I didn't do as much as he did in one podcast episode.
You're right. But yeah, so a new Force ability is it's due. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm just nothing but excited for this movie. We're going to do something special when that movie comes out. I wanted to bring it up to kind of plug it here, is whenever the movie comes out, we're going to do this thing where we're going to record people's first thoughts coming fresh out of the theater.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the theater. We're going to see it ourselves. And then we're going to set up our cameras and microphones. And we're going to say, hey, what did you think about the movie? And we're going to get the fresh, hot news right out of the cinema.
Hot off the press.
And we're going to ask, what did you think about the new Force power?
Are we seeing it on Thursday?
We're going to see it on Thursday.
Give me that date.
December 19th, 7 o'clock. It's going to be a good time. Anyways, let's move on right before we close this madness of a show.
Yeah.
We got a couple more emails. One is from a man named Igor Montova.
Igor. Shout out to Igor.
Hey, man. Cool name.
Cool name, dog.
It's like was your mom a ragtime gal?
Hello. My name is Igor Montova.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like Inigo Montoya.
He did that on purpose.
Igor,
That's not your real name.
I'm sure Igor's heard that before.
Yeah.
Let us know if you've heard that before, Igor.
Anyways, Igor asks or says, hey, do an a cappella rendition of the X-Men cartoon.
Done.
Also, do more a cappella. I feel like we did that.
We done that.
Also, X-Men 90s series versus Spider-Man 90s series, which is better?
Ooh.
P.S. More a cappella would be great. How do you do X-Men a cappella style? When do I come in? David, when do I come in? You're going for it. Are you going for it? Go for it. We did it. I'm going to say that's it.
That's the X-Men. That's the 90s X-Men theme song.
It is. I don't know how we can do it a cappella style. I feel like you
and
just...
then the Spider-Man goes... Spider-Man. Spider-Man. That's Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
I did know that, yeah.
Spider-Man. on his talk box.
Voice box, yeah.
I hope that sufficed. Spider-Man versus X-Men.
They're hard to compare. Yeah,
they're hard to compare.
X-Men takes the cake, right?
X-Men takes the cake as far as story per episode.
Yeah.
Spider-Man takes the cake as far as story per series.
Okay, yeah.
In my opinion.
But that's also stacked because Spider-Man has the best villains. He's got the best stories.
He does. I think that the X-Men series you can watch just an episode, like one off, and have fun. But there is something like with the Spider-Man series from the 90s is kind of serialized. Like the episodes kind of follow each other a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's like character development in Peter Parker, which there isn't a whole lot of that in the X-Men series. Right. They're just Wolverine is Wolverine, you know. He it's kind of fun in the X-Men series though, because Wolverine like beats on Cyclops a lot, which is funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's my opinion in a nutshell. Before we talk way too much,
I think that about wraps it. Like that answers that.
That's just one. That's just one man. That's just one Spider-Man's opinion.
Yeah, both are respectable shows, and you should watch them if you get Disney+.
You should watch them both, and you should also watch Gargoyles.
Absolutely,
because I would be willing to venture that Gargoyles could hold a candle to both Spider-Man series and X-Men
Absolutely,
series.
I agree.
Yeah,
I liked the Mighty Ducks animated series more than the movies.
Yeah, I mean it has nothing to do with the movies.
It doesn't, but they're just buff.
Yeah, they're just buff ducks that play hockey crime. And like fight crime with hockey sticks.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on Podzilla. We're so happy that you made it back, and we'll see you guys. Episode 10,
big one.
The double digits is on the way.
Yeah, it is.
We're only one episode away from the double digits.
Oh, it's so close.
And we're so close. Please, please, please share this with a friend. The more you like and comment on our videos, the better our trajectory with gaining followers, with gaining more fan base. And more fan base means that we get to do more things.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you guys so much for listening all the way through. You can email us more fun questions or topics or stuff you want us to talk about at the Podzilla Show at gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at pod.zilla.
Yep. You can follow me on Instagram personally at the David Smith Jr.
And you can follow me on Instagram at pod.zilla. I just want you to follow that because we post some really fun stuff.
Yeah.
But also, I'm at Tonus Braden. It's my real name, Tonice Braden.
Tone Ice.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for listening. Once again, be sure to tune in next week for episode 10. It's going to be a lot of fun. So until next time.
Remember, it's dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
Nice. Da 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 da
Mandalorian and Baby Yoda and Baby Yoda. So cute, so cute.
That's it.